Hey, what's going on, people? Tech Jamo. Now, as you can see by the title, we are here today to talk about the Honda E 1 year later. Proper ownership, no sponsorship thing. Honda has not seen this video before I put it out, but they can sponsor me if they want to. Anyway, so like I was saying, man's done 1 year on the Honda E. 21,000 miles, fam. That's quite a lot, considering the fact that the maximum range of this car is like 110 miles in the summer. Now, I think the first thing we might as well start talking about is the range, fam, because when people are moving from petrol to electric, people want to know how far they can go per charge. It's what everybody asks me, literally the first thing about any electric car. Now, with the Honda E, unfortunately, it's not as simple for me to say you get this range or you get that range, because there's really three major factors that depend what range you're gonna get. Now, the first major factor that's really gonna have an effect on how much range you can get per charge is how fast you're planning to drive, i.e., are you doing motorway miles or are you doing city miles? Now, if you're doing city miles, you're cool. You'll probably get near enough the estimated range that the car gives you when you get into the car, kind of thing. However, if you're doing motorway miles, it's a whole different story. Now, if you're doing, let's say you're trying to do 100 miles and you're doing 70 miles per hour and you've got 110 miles estimated range on the car. Yep, 70 miles per hour, you're not gonna get anywhere near that estimated range that the car is giving you, because when you're doing 70 miles per hour, the power draw is so much that it's just ridiculous. You're gonna probably get about 90 miles range. Now, if you wanna get near the estimated range on a car, you've got to do about 50 miles per hour to 54 miles per hour, maximum 60 miles per hour top speed if you wanna get anywhere near the estimated range that this car is going to give you. And that's something that you have to deal with when you're doing the electric karting, because you're just not going to get anywhere fast, essentially. Now, the next major factor is the temperature. Now, a lot of you may have heard of this before, and you know already that when the temperature is warmer, you get more mileage, and when it's colder, you get less mileage. But I think that has a little something to do with the air condition, which I'll speak about in a second. But anyway, just as a kind of guide kind of thing, I got the car in August last year, yeah? It was summer. I was getting an estimated 120, 125 miles range from a full charge in the car. When it was winter, I'm talking December, when it was snowing and all that, maximum estimated range I would get is like 90 miles range, fam. Maybe 85 on some days on a full charge, fam. So already you can see a dramatic difference in the range estimation you get when it's warm and when it's cold. However, that's just one part of the story. I think when it's cold, it's as if the car anticipates that you're gonna be using the heater, which brings me on to my next thing that will affect the range you get in this car, the heating system, yeah? Fam, let me tell you one time, there has been some days, where man has gone into the car in my big woolly coat because I cannot afford to be putting the heater on to keep warm, because I'm gonna lose hella mileage. And when I say hella mileage, I'm talking about 10, 15 miles, yeah? So if you think about it, it's like this. Imagine it's bare cold, you're trying to get home, you're trying to do a little 70 miles per hour on the motorway, plus you're trying to get the heater on. You're looking at 60 miles per hour, 50 miles per hour maximum range, yeah? All the way down from 125. That's a lot, fam. So you have to make certain sacrifices, you understand it? But yeah, that's the situation with range. I'm just telling you what it is. That's what it's been for me driving the car in London and doing motorway journeys from London to Nottingham and back, which is about 310 miles. But that's enough about range, fam. Man can't talk about range the whole day. And to be honest, range is only one part of the problem. The next part of the problem is the charging. And it's weird because people always talk about range anxiety, whereas I think the real issue is charger reliability anxiety. Because hear this out now, yeah? You've got some petrol cars that are hella inefficient, yeah? I'm talking about them 2,000 litre gas guzzlers that probably spend £100 of petrol in 5 miles range. You know, your SUVs, your big cars, your G-Wagons, them kind of things there. But people still buy them cars because they know that petrol stations are boom, 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 boom. Every 5 minutes you can get a petrol station, get petrol and keep it moving. Now, with electric vehicles, it's kind of not like that, fam. You understand? Like, obviously, they've got bare different charging points, but it's bare confusing. Like, you got charging points that accept different charging units. So it might be a fact that you get to a charging point, but it hasn't got the type of charger that's compatible with your car. This car takes CCS, DC rapid charging up to 50 kilowatts kind of thing. But some units have AC kilowatt charging or whatever they have. Also, there's 3 different rates that your car can charge at. You've got the slow rate, the medium rate, and the fast rate, to keep it simple. Then there's the reliability side of things, yeah. Bare times, fam. Like, especially when I was first driving electric kind of thing and you're first finding your couple of chargers, bare of the chargers that I would go to weren't even in service, fam. There's one that hasn't been in service, a Polar charger in Southeast London, Eltham, by the Wellhall roundabout. It hasn't been in service since I got this car, and I got this car a year ago. 365 days, Polar has not sorted out that charger. So yeah, it's one of them ones where it's cool if you've got enough juice to go and find another charger. However, sometimes you might get to a charger on like 5% battery. If that charger's not working, you need to be towed, mate. You're not getting anywhere. Like, it's not like there's going to be a charger in another 5 minutes, like how you see a petrol station every 5 minutes. It's not as reliable as that. So yeah, I don't think it's a range anxiety thing. If there were bare reliable chargers everywhere you go, then it wouldn't even matter how much range your car's got, because you know you could go and get a charge anytime, anywhere. What else can I tell you about this car? Oh, there's an application. There's a My Honda application. It's actually quite good, you know. Like, it can tell you when your car is charging, when it has stopped charging. Say, for example, you put your car on charge, or this has happened to me before, put my car on charge, yeah, went to go get something to eat, go toilet, came back after half an hour expecting my car to be full. These times my car had stopped charging within the first 5 minutes of me plugging it in. Now, if I had already signed up to the app would have told me that my car had stopped charging prematurely and I could have gone to check what was going on. But man didn't sign up to the thing straight away, so boom, I took an L there. But these are the things that you learn when you first get electric cars. Another thing that's really dope with the app is the climate control setting thing. So let's say it's a boiling hot day. You've gone shopping and you left your car in a car park where the sun can slap your car. You can set your car to hit that AC before you get into the car, yeah? So when you get into the car, the temperature is feeling nice, fam. Same way on a very chilly day, you can set the car to warm up before you get into the car, fam. Now, those 2 things, I think they're the luxuries, yeah, but now it's a thing that I can't live without. Like, literally, I'm like, am I about to go somewhere? Cool. Let me preheat the car or pre-cool the car. It's legit, fam, and it does it very well, and it's actually effective. You've also got like a GPS thing. I've got a bone to pick with Honda, actually. So these things, they start off as subscriptions, yeah? So let's say now, when you first get the car, it says in 365 days, you're gonna have to now buy this subscription. But when you first get the car, they give you all these subscriptions for free. Now, the GPS subscription, which allows you to find your car and know where your car is and have a location history, that started on the 15th of August last year. So it should have finished on the 15th of August this year. However, I think it was about 3 weeks ago, even maybe mid-July, I was getting notifications that the subscription had already run out and it wouldn't allow me to see my location history or my GPS data. So I'm kind of in a pinch where I'm like, yo, Honda, I want my 3 weeks GPS thing subscription. Give me that. Yo, give me that back. All right, we back. Now, I think in the first part of the video, we started talking about the charging, then the mileage kind of thing, and any of the issues on the outside of the car. I didn't really talk to you about the driving of the car. Like, how is it to drive 1 year later? And the reason why I didn't really go into it that much is because it's the same. Literally and honestly, I can tell you that the same acceleration, grip, cornering, and everything like that, that I felt on day one is exactly what I feel now on day 365. Yeah, like, you know, obviously 20,000 miles later, I would have thought that, you know, maybe the acceleration is a little bit slower and stuff like that. But honestly, nah, not even. Like, the charging is even the same as well. The charging just depends on whether it's warm or not. Yeah, everything on the internal of the car, like heating, the HDMI, the screens, the cameras that replaced the mirrors, the seating, the heated seating, the heated steering wheel, all that kind of stuff is, yeah, I can't really talk about it because it stayed the same and it's consistent as it was on day one. So there's nothing to really worry about there. If you do want a deeper dive on that internal stuff inside the car, then yeah, give me a shout in the comment section below, or check out some of my older videos where I go down on my first impressions when I'm running down what's going on the inside of the Honda E. But yeah, honestly, driving, comfort, the interior, everything is the same in here, so there's nothing to really worry about there, guys. Alright guys, so that was the 1 year later review of the Honda E, fam. Hopefully it gave you guys a little bit of insight if you're thinking of going down that electrical car route, and more importantly, if you're thinking of going down the Honda E route. Like I said, it's a nice car. It's just got the issues of that range, and in all honesty, the real issue is the charging network for any other electric car that is not a Tesla. But that's something that hopefully you'll get sorted in the next 2 to 3 years. Anyway, if this video gave you an insight, or you enjoyed it, you like content like this, make sure you hit the subscribe, hit the like, and hit that notification bell. Man, I'll catch you guys in a bit. Man's gonna be out of breath walking up these stairs. Bless.